Man, if you listen like really carefully right there, you can hear all the screams from the citizens every time I go ahead and launch this game up. Hey, boys and singular girl, how's it going? Oh, sure has been a little bit of a break between last time I played Cities Skylines, but I've woken up today with a strange feeling in my loins to go ahead and rule someone's life. I just need to decipher my way down all these goddamn maps to find the one that I need. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at my maps. I got the Tsunami map that I got Obama time, baby. Yeah, that's right. I am Stalin's. You smell that? That's the smell of misery and pain for everyone that's about to live in this goddamn map. You know, so today what we're gonna do is we've got our beautiful planet, and what we want to do is simply make it not so beautiful by just filling it to the absolute brim. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the population of the Earth right now is sitting around 6 or 7 billion. I don't think we can recreate that too much in City Skylines, unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure as soon as you get up to like 20, 50, 60, maybe 100,000, the game starts to shoot itself. But, you know, games shooting themselves under my command is kind of my thing on this channel, so we'll give it our best shot to make this world a horrible one. Alright, first things first, we're just gonna go ahead and connect all of these highways together just so we can create the mega highway, which is gonna make it a lot easier for me to do dastardly things to the people. I like to be the guy that's proposing to just knock out half of Finland and building a highway through Scandinavia just so some madman could go ahead and overpopulate the Earth. I can't really be bothered to be too creative with this, so we're just gonna make a big line straight to the rest of the highway. Oh yes, Mr. President of the world, we have today delegated that the man in charge of our infrastructure and connecting the entire world together will be a monkey with a sharpened spoon. Alright, so the general premise is to fit as much down as we can before the game decides to kaput itself, or until I kaput it for it because I get too bored putting down grids on the map. You know, our first stop, we're going to start with America and Canada, I suppose, because, you know, America is God's favorite country. That's right, proud American right here. I love Obama. Yeah, I feel like I missed the part where the North Atlantic had these giant pillars of water, you know. Poor Iceland. Right, so I'm using the old grid technique for the most part to cover as most land as possible. You notice there are a few gaps, and that's because, just like most people on Earth, I'm not perfect and I'm incredibly lazy. But if we do go ahead and unpause the game, this should start filling up quite nicely, and our overpopulation problem will start to begin just for the accidental tsunamis to probably wipe out a whole bunch of them. Oh my god, look at that. It's like a plague just overrunning the entire land. Oh yeah, probably give them some water and electricity, really. Completely forgot about that, won't lie. Now, in actual city planning, you want to put your underground pipes somewhere where they're accessible, like under pavements or roads, but as you can see from my technique right here, I'm not really worried about that. Now, this is just only low population or low density population housing, so it won't give us a lot of population, but we are up to 1,600 already, and considering that's the entire US, I don't know how. We're gonna have to bump these rocky numbers up, that's all I'm saying. Oh, wait, Sam, also, I'm gonna need somewhere to dump the sewage. But considering we all kind of share the same ocean, I'm gonna have to build everywhere. I probably shouldn't contaminate any of it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do something here. I have to repurpose Greenland into a giant sewage reservoir. And whilst you might think that this might come back to bite humanity and the Butarks, you know, polluting a massive part of our land, I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know this exists. And hopefully down the road, we either A, get wiped out before it becomes a problem, or someone else deals with it after I'm dead. I don't want to critique whoever made this map, by the way, but last I checked, I'm pretty sure, like, British Columbia over here, or, you know, the Vancouver area, is, it's not a giant beach or a desert. Although, I guess you could just come back straight at me and say that, you know, Greenland's not a giant sewage outlet pipe. But, you know what? You've got me there. You know, one thing I haven't really put much attention into is the fact that traffic's probably going to get pretty bad. And from my traffic design techniques here, I'm probably not helping the issues, problems, or future consequences of these actions. In fact, I think my traffic management skills are definitely, probably hindered by my own abilities here, aren't they? Oh my Jeebus. Yeah, okay. Traffic already is horrendous. Okay. Again, though, we're just gonna look the other direction for now, and hopefully this sorts itself out. Probably won't, though. Oh, God. I should have put more thought into this. America is full of crime. There you go. I put down a police station, a fire station, and a hospital, which is also a hospital planted directly on top of people's homes, so I don't know how that car park's really going to work, especially that disabled access spot. Oh, never mind, we just demolished them. America is just to simply have one really long connecting road, and that's it. I can't see any problems with this in the future whatsoever. For the unfortunate guy who lives directly at the end of this road, you must traverse the entire thing to get to your house. We'll put the hospital right here too. So you want to go to hospital? You must be prepared to pay the price. Journey isn't helped by the fact I'm not connected to any other highways over here other than this one as well. And as you can see, yeah, the traffic, it's just, sometimes it's just not even traffic. It's essentially a parking lot. Hey, we're doing a pretty good job. We filled in the majority of North America there. We moved to South America too. Still got to fill in little bits here and there. We've got to the population of 16,000, baby. Obviously, probably not to scale, but yeah, only 16,000 people live in America. Wake up, you're in the deep state, people. You've been lied to by Obama. Right here, all it takes is like one little natural disaster strike, and there's like a road somewhere knocked out, and this whole thing's just kaput. I would never be able to find it in the maze down here. 1,000 people here right now, and that's on fire. Okay, that's on fire indeed. I'm just gonna turn away from that and remember just to add that to the list of problems I'm just not gonna make myself aware of. Problems aren't my problem. Is this my problem? Yeah, this is it's definitely not my problem. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that for at least another millennia. Worse and worse every time I come over here. But we're not trying to make an efficient city, alright? We're just trying to make a city that works in a way. Not trying to make no big buccarinos off this thing. So I don't think I need to worry about the traffic jams. It's not that bad when you get in the city though, by looks. It's just trying to actually get into the city. That's the problem. Yeah, some of the stress of that one highway over there. If we just move over into Europe now and put a little city. Oh no, it's bad over here too. I'm destroying everything. This was supposed to be England and Scotland. You know, I just can't believe you, alright? It's definitely the outline of some sort of, like, Gen 5 Pokemon that I don't know the name of. Special with Europe, actually, because there's not a lot of land to actually work with in the West here, so I got an idea. A park in the middle of Europe known as Thorny Meadows, although it's European, so I think the T is supposed to be silent or something. Also, you know those crazy Europeans with their, wild zoos where you can have a roller coaster inside the elephant park? It's just mental. We're just gonna whack down everyone's houses inside of it too, you know. You not got a lot of room in Europe. You gotta make the most of all the land you can. That's why the elephants are on the roller coasters. As to why I have to be a YouTuber, because if I had any other job of importance in the world, well, let's just say there'd be a lot more disasters going on. And if you take a look to your left on our city view tour, you can see the dropper, where if you look carefully, you'll see the monkeys being dropped to their death. Once you're done looking at that, and you're I don't think that's road legal. Else you've been impressed by the Monkey Dropper Zoo extravaganza. Take a look to your right over the bridge and you can see the literal embodiment of our city today. Yep. Looks that good. I've really got myself bitten in the behind here because my idea of elephants on roller coasters is just drawing more people in. And they're not even going into the zoo because you can see the goddamn thing from a mile away. I didn't think about the trash. I thought because we're so close to war everyone would just, assumingly just throw it in. But I guess I gotta put down somewhere to throw the trash out. I'm gonna break my own rule, but we're gonna make a one-way path down here to Antarctica. And we're just gonna dump all the trash there, you know? No one's gotta worry about Antarctica melting anytime soon, because apparently there's a goddamn desert in this map. There you go, look at that. My fleet of garbage men off to clean up the world, albeit they've got a very long way to go, because I have connected them to that really long road in South America, so they probably won't get up to North America just about ever, really. Why is the crime rate in the insect and amphibian and reptile house high? Who wants to go rob a place that's got tarantulas in it? Right, well, yeah, they haven't even made it across the bridge yet. You guys got the hell of a long journey, but you got oh my god, there's so many. How much trash did I let pile up? Oh my lord. Okay, just bear in mind, you got 40-something thousand people living in this city so far, and this goes all the way over here. It just keeps going. My convoy of trash. 2,000 people living in this godforsaken land. And, hold on. Does that say someone in the sea? Right? Do you see that? There's someone in the sea that's having a noise complaint. You live in the ocean. Shouldn't you be complaining about drowning? You know, there's videos on YouTube that like 24 hours of sea sounds to fall asleep to. Well, here's the guy recording them, apparently. And I gotta say, it's kind of aesthetically pleasing if you just ignore all the pain and suffering these people are probably living in right now. It's just kind of an accurate representation of Earth, really. Aren't we all pain and suffering right now? Was that always like that? No, that definitely was not always like that. Is that a tsunami? Are we about to die? That kind of looks like we're about to die, doesn't it? Why? How do I potentially fix this situation? Let me just sit here for a little bit, you know, maybe ponder, go to the UN, be like, hey, there's a big tsunami coming. Should we do anything about it? You know, we could probably get a committee going, something like that, you know, really help out the situation. Maybe have a think tank about what to do. You know, I'll probably buff out at some point, you know, maybe, I don't know, probably not too bad. We just lost, we lost 13,000 people. And now everything's just burning to the ground. As well, all the fires going on in the cities are probably killing my frames too. But yeah, it's feeling a little bit choppy blocky right now. Out the map now, but we haven't hit 100k population, alright? We definitely need to hit at least 100k. So I gotta find some room here. We still got Australia, actually. No, we're getting desperate when I'm kicking the polar bears out of their houses and building next to the giant sewage hole that is technically started leaking, but still not my problem. This little outcrop right here would be quite nice to actually live in. You know, it's quite tranquil. You got this. There's another tsunami. That probably wouldn't make it quite where that tsunami landed. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, it's not much of a tsunami. No one that I'm worried about anyway. Nice to live over here, really. You just gotta excuse the tsunamis and probably the incredible smell of sewage. Yeah, it'd be alright. Maybe. Never really have that awkward time if you're like in an elevator with someone and, you know, someone lets one rip and you're like, who did that? Was that you? Because perpetually it just smelled like a giant fart all the time. A small problem we're having right now, bar all the lag from, you know, what the hell I've done to this map, is the fact that we're actually can't really get up to 100k population because people are dying quite a lot. If it's not the fires, it's the poor healthcare, the sewage, you know, there's a lot of pollution going on in the world, a lot of crime, just generally bad living environments seem to be putting quite the toll on the population. We do have a tsunami. It just spawned in the middle of America. Probably from the tears people are currently letting out from living here. What I do now, I just can't get the population back up. Too many people are dying all the time. The tsunami's hitting kind of didn't help either. But you know, that's out of my control. I could have put up some flood protections, but I wasn't expecting one to spawn in the middle of America. You know, for what we did accomplish, it was quite horrible, really. Our terrifying, horrible zoo that's well, it's burning right now. Yeah, it looks pretty impressive though. It's just a shame if you turn out of this mode, you see all the pop-ups and the reason we can't really get this up any higher in population. Didn't even think there was that many, alright? I just realized if you zoom further in, you can see the full devastation these people are living under right now. So, we got a forest fire apparently, but I don't know if you noticed, lady. Everything's already on fire in general anyway. I don't think you're just kind of peeing into the wind right here. Buildings to be set on fire, that's probably the worst one, honestly. That's probably going to do quite a bit of damage. Positively though, not a lot of people seem that fussed about what they're standing next to in the world. In fact, if anything, it's just sort of a normal occurrence with them, apparently. No, are you dabbing? Do you just dab in front of the burning hospital? Cursed. After the dabbing hospital burning down fiasco, I'm done. We managed to get like 91k population at our peak, but that wasn't the point, alright? The point was just to see what happens, and what happens was my my computer's on fire too. It doesn't seem to be liking this at all. It is, it's quite the spectacle though, if you look at it. It looks quite nice, you know, the entire world, just one big hellscape with a giant sewage water outlet and everything just burning to the ground. It's nice, alright? Especially in these trying times to just see how worth it could be. Guys, enjoyed our little look-see back in Cities Skylines. I know it's been a while. I haven't been doing too many of these videos, but in fact, hold on, before we go, I'll just go ahead and give you a little bit of a spectacle to look up before, isn't it absolutely horrifying? Enjoyed this little video into Cities Skylines. Feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below, and help me defeat my rival, iStar Productions. Yeah, that's right. I haven't checked my sub count in a while. It's actually quite a bit. Not enough to beat that guy though. God, I hate that guy. Maybe if we all collectively just hit the sub button right now, we'd overtake him and I don't know, do something funny.